Let's say I wanted to find a new wallpaper, okay? So I would probably most likely open a website, something like Wallhaven. So this is the website where most of us r/Unix porn users go onto in order to find our wallpapers. Now, once this site opens, there we go. So you just click into top list and then you find the most popular wallpapers that are here on this site. So let's just pick a random wallpaper from here. Let's say I pick this one, okay? Looks pretty good. Now, the color scheme that I'm using right now is rose pine. Only thing is, this wallpaper is anything but rose pine. So how would I actually go about changing and transforming this wallpaper's color scheme to rose pine or any of the other color schemes that you see over here? How would I go about doing that? Well, that is using a tool called Dipsy. So Dipsy, or however you're supposed to pronounce the thing, is a tool which is basically an image recolorizer. So if I look for Dipsy inside of the AUR, you will find that it is an image colorizer, basically. That is what it is saying over here. So because it's in the AUR, you just install it with Dipsy. And this I, by the way, is just an alias. So if I wanted to shorten yay-s into a much shorter command, I just use an alias, which you can use inside of zsh, bash, or fish. So that's what I do to install Dipsy. Now, if I pass in the -- needed flag, it's only going to install if it's not already installed. In my case, it already is, so it's just going to skip it. Great. Now, let's actually download this wallpaper so I can show you how this is supposed to work. So let's put the wallpaper inside of downloads. We'll just save it there. There you go. And let's go into the downloads folder and let's actually test out the Dipsy tool. So the way this works is you're supposed to type in the command, of course, which is going to be Dipsy. And then after that, you're supposed to pass in a palette and then the image that you're supposed to recolorize. So the palette is going to be rose pine to get started off with, okay? You can also choose different styles and basically variants of a particular theme. That would be something like Tokyo. If we were picking Tokyo Night as a theme, then it would be something like Tokyo Night Moon, Tokyo Night Night, Tokyo Dawn, something like that. But basically we have a bunch of different variants we can choose from. And when it comes to rose pine, we have rose pine moon, and rose pine dawn. Dawn being the light version. So if we wanted the darkest version, which most of us do, we're just going to have to pick rose pine. That's going to be the darkest. Okay, now if we just pass in the image as well, so that would be Wallhaven, this file. Okay, now before that, let me actually show you what the wallpaper looks like. So let's go into downloads and let's open this wallpaper so you can take a look. So this is what it looks like by default, okay? This is without any image recolorization. This is what it looks like. Now, if we were to just change the scheme that this wallpaper is using, just hit enter over here, and it's done. Now, as you can see, this is the exact same wallpaper, but then recolorized to rose pine. Now, we could do this for a bunch of different themes as well. So if we were to list out the different themes that Dipsy supports, we would find out that it actually does support most of the popular themes that you see over here. In fact, it just so happens that pretty much all of the themes that I would possibly want, right, also coincide with the themes that I have over here, right? So all of the themes that I would personally use on my system, all of these custom themes over here, all of them are a part of Dipsy over here, which makes Dipsy the perfect tool, honestly, to pair with a custom theme switcher like this one. But basically, all you have to do is just choose a theme between a bunch of different themes and basically have your entire system adapt to that particular theme. If you've set something like this up for yourself, right, then this is really a fantastic tool to have, because I cannot tell you personally the amount of times that I've run into a situation where you've just found a good wallpaper, but then you don't have it in the color scheme that you want. This tool is going to definitely help you out with converting any wallpaper, okay, doesn't matter the color scheme, into your favorite scheme. And by the way, if you want to learn how to make a custom theme switcher like this one, along with learning how to use tools like these in order to make your Hyprland racing experience much, much better, instead of having to watch 323 different YouTube tutorials in order to get what you want, you can go ahead, click the first link in the description and check out Hyperaccelerator. In fact, this is what you'll find inside of the program, which is the first link in the description. So right here inside of the system reforging section, this is a full-fledged program, by the way. There's a welcome, there's a genesis, where even if you have no clue how to rice or even what ricing is, I teach you all of it from the beginning. Even if you'd never touched a computer before, this would definitely be for you. But here inside of system reforging, if we scroll down all the way here, this is over 10 hours of content, by the way. Inside of the custom theme switchers module, right, just here in theme switchers, which is a 2-hour long module, just over 2 hours, I teach you what theme switchers actually are, the different kinds, how to set up wallpaper-based theme switching, which is going to extract the colors from your wallpaper, doesn't matter which one, and then it's going to use those colors in order to theme the various different aspects of your computer. So I teach you how to set that up, along with setting up custom theme switching with menus like these. So if you want to learn how to do this, and instead of just copying somebody else's dot files and then fixing them and hoping that they just keep working forever, if you don't want to do that, if you want to instead follow a simple step-by-step little setup that I've done over here, if you want to follow a bunch of steps and just get the result that you want instead of having to flail around watching different YouTube tutorials, you can go ahead, click the first link in the description, and I would love to help you out. Now, let's see what other themes that we can experiment with. The other options that we have for Dipsy are going to be the options over here, the palette, and then the file itself, okay? So, as for the different options, here's what we are working with. So let's make this much clearer for you to understand. Dipsy -- help. There you go. And let's switch to the original theme. There you go. Okay, now let's clear this, run it again. Okay, it just seems to cancel out here for whatever reason. So we'll just pass this to less. There you go. Now we can see everything. So the command itself is going to be the first argument. Then after that, we have the different options. Now here is what I was talking about when it comes to styles. So -S is going to be the styles, which is going to allow you to choose different variations. And by default, if you don't pass in any style over here, what's going to happen is every single style is going to get combined. So if I choose rose pine and then I choose the same wallpaper, okay, now watch. It's just going to take every single color scheme and then combine it into one wallpaper, which is just going to make the resultant image look pretty weird. Even if it doesn't look weird, it's just not going to be quite as uniform as just using one particular theme. So as you can see here, it kind of actually does end up looking good, at least better than this one, but you might not want to use this depending on your taste. But anyway, I have now given you the chance for you to choose whether you want to combine all of the color schemes into one or not. So that is what -S allows you to do. It basically allows you to choose between any of these variations. So if you wanted to change the variation, all you would have to do is type in -S and then copy the exact name over here and then paste it here. So if I wanted Rose Pine Dawn, I'd just copy that, I'd paste it here in quotes, and then just type in the rest of the command. So that would be for the -S. Then after that, output, pretty simple. This is where you want the image to be redirected. You could also make this a comma separated list. That way, if you wanted multiple images, if you wanted to convert multiple images, you could do that with -O. Directory output, this is the output directory name or path. This is the method. You can choose different methods, CIE, lab, delta E method to use, so on and so forth, right? This is basically what method it's using, what backend it's using in order to facilitate the conversion of colors from one color scheme to the other. This is verbose, print, help, version, all that. Now, the main focus is just going to be with the palette and the option. Inside of the options, it's going to be the style, of course. Now, let's show you this let's show you this for two other themes. Now, if I wanted to choose something like Tokyo Night, which, by the way, if you were wondering what this actually looks like inside of a wallpaper that I've used, this is what that looks like. So if I go to Tokyo Night, okay, this is a wallpaper that I had converted from a normal variant to a Tokyo Night variant, as you can see here. This is one wallpaper, and after this, we also have another wallpaper here. This one of a street. Now, I don't have the original images because they're in the trash and they probably have been deleted, but regardless, you can get an idea of what this sort of wallpaper looks like in the wild as I'm using this on my computer. Now, let's go back to this wallpaper and let's do some more conversion stuff. Now, let's say I wanted to, okay, here's another trick, okay? Here's a trick that you can use. If you're not sure what the different, styles are for a particular palette, then what you can do is you can just run a test variant, right? You can just run a test run for a particular theme so that you can get to know what styles are available for you to choose from. If I wanted to do that for Tokyo Night, I just put in Tokyo Night and then make sure there's a space, hit enter. And here, I don't even have to let it convert the image. I can just get to know that there are 4 different variants to choose from. Of these, storm is going to be the second lightest, night is the lightest, moon, third lightest, and day is, of course, the brightest if you like light themes. So if I wanted to choose the Tokyo Night variant, I just type in -S, night. And remember, this has to be the exact same name. You're not supposed to change the name, otherwise it's going to error out. Let's say I made this something like night mode. Yeah, there you go. It cannot find the palette, and so it's just going to fail. So what you have to do is make sure the names exactly match. And if you can do that, then the conversion takes place pretty quickly and easily. And this is the resultant image that you get. So there you go. This is what Tokyo Night looks like. We could also do this with a different wallpaper. So let's go here. Let's pick out a different wallpaper so that you can see what this looks like. Let's see what other wallpaper we have. Okay, this one. This is just completely randomly picked, by the way. Let's see how this goes. Let's convert this to a different theme, something like, let's see, Everforest. So we'll switch to Everforest so that we can make everything uniform. Now, what we're going to do is change the theme. So what's the file called? ly8p. Okay. Now we will use Dipsy and then change the theme to Everforest. Everforest, Wallhaven, ly something. There you go. So you do that. And here you only have two variants, which is either dark or light. Now let's see what happens if... Okay, not much because this wallpaper is just grayscale. But if we applied this to the other image, Wallhaven, this one, okay. This is going to... There you go. It's taking much longer because the image size is greater and because you're using two styles over here, two color schemes, two variants of the same scheme. Now, if we take a look at the other one, let's see here. There you go. Everforest Dark Light. And honestly, this looks pretty fantastic. Even though we've combined two different themes, it looks too good. Now, if you wanted to just use one particular theme again, we'd just use -s and we'd pick dark. There you go. Hit enter, and this should generate another image for us. There you go. Image generated. Now, there you go. That's it. This is what Everforest Dark looks like, just with the dark variant. This is with the dark and the light variant. Sometimes the dark and the light variants combined, or all of the variants combined, end up looking better than the single individual variant itself. So you're going to have to do a little bit of playing around in order to find out which the case is for a particular wallpaper. But apart from that, that is how you can basically use any wallpaper that you want, no matter the color scheme. Because what you'll end up doing is changing the color scheme of that wallpaper to your favorite one anyway. If you want to learn how to make a custom theme switcher like this one, along with customizing the entirety of your desktop to basically become a desktop environment and not just another Wayland compositor with waybar looking like this, also along with a waybar theme switcher, where all you have to do is just choose your favorite waybar theme amongst a bunch of different ones. And all that does happen is the waybar theme gets changed. If you want to learn how to make this yourself, along with, of course, the notification daemon and logout menu and all the other fun stuff that comes with a desktop environment, which I show you inside of Desktop Dynamism, this module is an hour and a half long, where I discover and discuss with you all the other different stuff that goes into making Hyprland a desktop environment. If you want this, you can go ahead, click the first link in the description and check out Hyper-Accelerator. If you liked the video, hit like. If you loved it and want to see more like this in your feed, hit subscribe, and I will see you next time. Stay rising. Mwah.